Hey guys, it's Ginny Silver, and today I have an update for those of you that are in the state of California and you have had your unemployment, pandemic unemployment, etc. claims suspended. Now, I'm going to share the most recent time frame update that I have. I'm going to share what the email looks like that you will receive once you receive the information that gives you more details on how to verify your identity, and I'm going to walk you through how you do the ID.me very briefly. Now, if you received this notice in your UI online account stating that your claim has been suspended, you are not alone. 1.4 million individuals in the state of California have received a suspended claim due to possible fraud notice. This doesn't mean that you personally committed fraud. It means that the EDD will be verifying your identity. Now, the stimulus bill passed had harder restrictions in terms of ID verification, requiring it to be done upfront and requiring all claims to be verified in terms of ID. The Department of Labor issued guidance to the California EDD on December 30th with regards to new unemployment claim provisions. Included in that guidance was a harder crackdown on verifying claims identification. Now, the EDD is suspending accounts so that they can verify your identity. Claims that are in suspension received this notice in their UI online stating that they would need to submit an ID verification and that the EDD would reach out on January 6th or later with more information. Now, many claimants reported to me that they received this initial January 6th notice and then later received either a second notice or the date was updated in UI Online to state January 8th or 9th. Now, Lorena Gonzalez, who is a California Assembly member, has stated some information on her Twitter account in regards to information that she's received from the EDD regarding a time frame for suspended accounts. Lorena Gonzalez states here, today EDD gave us a timeline for pending accounts. I apologize in advance for how screwed up this is. Some of you have received directives from the EDD in what to do now, mainly through ID.me. Those are going out in batches with the last ones set for January 14th. That means that if you have received a suspended claim notice and you have not yet received any information, the EDD has told Assembly members that they may take up until January 14th to send you additional information and to send you the link to verify your identity. So that explains why you have not yet received additional information or a method to verify your ID. I have informed state representatives that they may take up to January 14th to issue that guidance. However, they did not provide that timeline anywhere for claimants. He goes on to state, once you provide the necessary information, you may have to wait up to 30 days for your benefit to clear. So this also is not a hard and fast timeline. This is an Assembly member. What she's saying is legitimate. She's getting information from the EDD. The EDD has not released this information to claimants themselves, and I don't know why. But what it says here, and we could either experience something different or see different information published tomorrow, who knows. But what is stated here in the most recent information provided today from a California state representative is that you may receive your identity verification link and instructions up to January 14th. And then once you submit your ID verification, it may take up to 30 days to have your benefits released. She also here goes on to state, our offices can hook you up with food resources, CalFresh, diapers, and other necessities. Please call our offices for any other issues. We will help. 619-338-8090. Now, 619 is a San Diego area code. If you're not in a San Diego area code, you can look up your local representatives using the link below if you want to reach out to their offices for additional aid, such as she mentioned here, for food resources, necessities, diapers, etc. But if you aren't successful doing that route, call this number. Call this number and see if they have any recommendations for programs for you to contact, because most likely they will connect you to local services as well. So once you do receive more information from the EDD regarding your suspended claim, it's going to go to your UI online inbox. So what that looks like is shown right here. You can see what the notice looks like straight from your inbox, and then I'm going to show you on screen what the notice looks like as well. Notice states we need to verify your identity with ID.me. EDD.me, our online identity verification service, to continue paying you benefits. They provide a step-by-step guide in the form of a PDF to walk you through completing the verification, and state that you should continue to certify for each week that you wish to claim benefits while the ID verification is being resolved. Many of you can't certify at this time because we're still waiting for PUA and PEUC to get back up and running with the new extension to be implemented. But if it applies to you, if you do have certifications waiting, then make sure you continue to certify. If you do not verify your identity, you may be denied benefits. If you are denied benefits, you will receive a disqualification notice. If you are denied benefits, you may also be assessed an overpayment, which you may need to repay, because they need to verify that you are who you say you are and that you were entitled to those past benefits. So even if you are not actively collecting, make sure that you monitor your UI online and complete the verification process. Now, once you receive this letter to your inbox, you only have 10 days to verify your identity. So it's going to be important to make sure that you have the documents that you need on hand and ready to go. So what will you need when it comes time to verify your identity? You will need an email address, a mobile phone with a camera, social security number, a laptop or a computer is optional, and you will need some form of photo ID, such as a driver's license, passport, passport card, or state ID. So many of you, I'm guessing, are going to have the question, can I go to ID.me without having received this email, create a profile, and verify my ID before waiting for the EDD to send me this notification? I'm not sure. So I'm going to experiment with this using my own account. I'm going to go to ID.me. I'm going to create a profile. I'm going to see if it will let me complete it using my own account as a test, since I am not dependent on my benefits. So I will let you know and I will keep you posted. Many of you had concerns regarding my last video on suspended claims, stating that you were unsure if you should call into the EDD and ask for them to help send you the request to verify your ID. Many of you are following community forums such as Reddit, which is crowdsourcing lots of information and opinions on this subject. What I want you to keep in mind is that calling the professionals with the government organizations is always going to be a good idea. Sourcing information on community forums can be very, very helpful and very resourceful. However, those are community members. They are claimants that are confused just like you. The same is true for YouTube channels. I am not an EDD professional. I do not work for the EDD. I am not a government official. I'm not an attorney. So just like with my channel, how I share all of the links and verifications so that you can see the sources yourself, you can do your own research, and I merely try to help guide you through pointing you in the right direction and showing you the resources. Community forums can be used the same way. Calling in and getting help when you have any sort of question on your claim and calling the actual professionals in that field is going to always be the best route if you have questions and concerns. So, is it okay to call in and ask questions with the EDD? Yes. However, what I do want you to also keep in mind is that the EDD customer service staff is unfortunately very undertrained. You will get some customer service representatives who are very experienced and very helpful, and you might also receive some customer service reps who are less seasoned, who may have been put into their job quickly, and who do not understand exactly all of the ins and outs. So unfortunately, when you do call in to the EDD, the answers that you get can vary greatly. So if you are concerned about your claim and you want to call in and ask for help or ask for them to send you the ID information, make sure you ask for what you need very clearly so that they can actually send you the proper information or instruct you to wait. Each claim is going to be different. My claim would not be the same as your claim. Some claimants are receiving a DocuSign link. Some claimants are receiving ID.me. Why? Because each claim is different and the EDD is going to evaluate each person according to their own claims needs. Now, we hope that the customer service reps handling our accounts handle them properly, and in some cases they might not be handled properly. But it is always best to get the professional advice of customer service service if you are confused. So for those of you that want to wait until this link is sent to you, I think that is the best method. So what should you do and what can you do? Number one, if you are able to wait for UI Online to send you the proper information to your online portal, then wait. That way it's sent to you. You don't have to call in and clog the phone lines. But if you do have questions, make sure that you are asking customer service. This is an important subject. Your benefits are important. So while obviously I am providing instructions, guidance, resources, I am not an EDD expert. So if you do need to call into customer service, calling in after 6:30 p.m. still seems to be the best time to get through as quickly as possible. If you do call in, make sure that you state very clearly that your claim has been suspended, that you received a notice in your UI Online stating that your claim was suspended and you need to verify your ID. Once you ask the customer service rep if there's anything they can do to help you, then if they are able to send you the proper link to your UI Online, then they will. And if they inform you that they cannot, then you will be waiting up until January 14th for this. I have the phone numbers for EDD customer service and the ID department listed in the video description. Next, reaching out to your local assembly people and senators. Finding your local state reps and contacting them has proven helpful for many people. I'm leaving links in the video description down below so that you can locate your specific representatives and their contact information easily. And lastly, if your claim is suspended and you are having a hard time financially, use all of the resources that are available. Get food aid. See if your local area is offering any form of rental assistance. Use all of the resources that you possibly can right now. So I'm going to link some of those in the video description as well. ID.me is going to have you create an account. You're going to enter the email. Now, ID.me is first going to have you create an account. You are going to enter an email address that you can access and choose a password. Click the checkbox to accept ID.me's terms and conditions and privacy policy, and then create account. You're going to check your inbox in your email for an email from ID.me. Click the button in the email to confirm your email address. Then return to your browser. The page will automatically move forward to the next step. Next, you're going to choose a multi-factor authentication. This is going to be a one-time passcode that is sent to your phone or generated via a mobile app each time you log in. So you can receive a passcode via text message or phone call. You can also choose one of the other listed methods, which uses a phone app. Most people will choose to send the passcode to their phone. You're going to enter your phone number and then check your text messages or answer the phone to receive your 6-digit passcode. Go back to your browser, enter the 6-digit passcode, and click continue. If you want, you can generate and save a recovery code. Next, you're going to verify your ID. You're going to choose a document type to submit, either a driver's license, a state ID, a passport, or a passport card. Next, you will upload existing photos from your desktop or type in the phone number of a cell phone that can take pictures. If you choose to take pictures with your phone, ID.me will text you a secure link that will open your phone camera. Next, you're going to follow the instructions to take pictures of your ID. For a driver's license, state ID, or passport card, remember to take a photo of the front and the back. When you're satisfied with the photos, you will click continue. Next, you're going to follow the instructions to take a video selfie. Ensure you're in a well-lit area. You will be asked to look at the colors on your phone screen while ID.me takes a short video selfie to verify that you are you. Make sure all your information is accurate and complete. If it is, check the box attesting that the information is accurate and then click continue. You'll see a message saying that your identity has been successfully verified. By clicking allow and continue, ID.me will be able to send your information to the agency and you will be granted access to your account. Okay guys, I hope that was helpful. Please click like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down